Have you ever wondered what truly separates successful people from everyone else? Is it talent? Luck? Intelligence? Most people think it's something external, something you're either born with or just happen to stumble upon. But the truth is far more empowering. The real difference is mindset. Before we begin, take a moment right now to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell. What you're about to hear could completely shift the way you see success and the way you live your life from today. Let's dive in. Imagine two people starting at the exact same point. Same education, same resources, same environment. 10 years later, one has built a thriving career, emotional resilience, and a deep sense of purpose. The other is still struggling, overwhelmed by setbacks, unsure of their direction. What happened? The answer lies not in their circumstances, but in their way of thinking. Successful people train their minds to see opportunities where others see obstacles. They choose responsibility over excuses. They are not controlled by emotions, failures, or opinions. They're driven by clarity, belief, and purpose. This doesn't mean they don't fail. In fact, they fail more than others, but they fail forward. They don't personalize failure. They learn from it. They use it. And here's something you should know, that mindset, it's not something you're born with. It's a skill, a habit, a discipline. Let's look deeper. Successful people think long-term. While others are caught in the loop of instant gratification, they are thinking in decades. They make choices today that will benefit them years from now. Take something as simple as how they handle time. Unsuccessful people say things like, "I'll do it tomorrow," or "I'm waiting for the right moment." But successful people think, "What can I do now that my future self will thank me for?" They don't scroll endlessly on social media. They read, they plan, they build. They spend hours sharpening their craft, even when no one is watching. Their minds are not focused on what's popular. They're focused on what's effective. And when they speak to themselves, they do it differently. You know that inner voice that says, "I'm not good enough"? Successful people hear it too, but they challenge it. They replace it with, "I may not be there yet, but I'm improving every day." This self-awareness is not ego, it's mastery. Mastery of the one thing they can control, themselves. If you're still watching, it means something in you is ready for that transformation. 2. So take a second, pause, and ask yourself, do I think like a successful person or like the person I was taught to be? If this video is resonating with you, leave a comment below saying, "I'm ready to rewire my mind." I read every single one, and your comment could inspire someone else to take the first step too. Let's continue. Another trait successful people share. They focus on solutions, not problems. Where the average person sees a wall, they look for a door or build one. It's not that they don't feel fear. They do, but they act anyway. Because courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision that something else matters more. This is what separates high performers. They don't just work hard, they work smart. They're obsessed with clarity. What do I want? Why do I want it? What's the next step? They don't need a 10-step plan. They just need the first step. And then they take it, even when it's uncomfortable. Even when no one else believes in them. Even when it would be easier to quit. That's how discipline is formed. By doing the hard things, especially when you don't feel like it. They don't wait for motivation. They create momentum. And here's the real secret. Anyone can do this. The brain is plastic, it adapts. When you begin thinking like successful people, your reality starts to shift. And that shift starts now. Part 4. Let's talk about one of the most overlooked parts of successful thinking. Environment. You become what you surround yourself with. Your friends, your content, your habits. They're either pulling you forward or holding you back. Successful people are brutally selective about what they consume and who they let influence them. They understand that energy is contagious and they protect theirs. They don't waste energy proving people wrong. They use it to become better. And, most of all, they don't compare their journey with others. They understand that life is not a race, it's a mission. Their goal is not to be better than others, but to be better than yesterday's version of themselves. If you've made it this far, I want to invite you to do something powerful. Right after this video, take out a pen and write down one limiting belief you've been carrying, one new mindset you want to adopt, one action you can take today to move forward. And when you're done, share this video with someone you care about. You never know, this might be the message they needed to hear. We rise by lifting others. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. There's one more thing successful people do that most completely overlook. They take full ownership of their lives. They don't blame. They don't complain. They don't wait for external circumstances to be perfect. Instead, they ask, what's in my control right now? And then they move. This mindset is rare because it's uncomfortable. It means you stop pointing fingers. You stop blaming your past, your parents, your country, your boss, your environment. You stop waiting for permission, and that's exactly what gives you power. Because the moment you take ownership, you realize you are not a victim. You are the author, the driver, the architect of your life. Think about that. Every small decision you make, how you spend your morning, what you eat, how you speak to yourself, what you read, how you react when things go wrong, these aren't random. They're votes for the person you're becoming. Successful people know this. They treat their time like money, their energy like gold, their focus like a sacred space. They're not perfect, but they're intentional. They don't wake up hoping the day will be good. They wake up and decide that they will bring greatness to the day no matter what happens. And that's what separates them from the rest. So here's my final challenge to you. Tonight, before you sleep, ask yourself, what kind of person am I becoming? And is that person in alignment with the life I say I want? If the answer is no, change begins now, not tomorrow, not next month. Now. Because transformation doesn't happen by accident. It happens by decision. And you just made one by watching this video all the way to the end.